Good day to you, my viewers. Today, we are going to be discussing religion and economy using the Nigerian situation as an example. Okay, so starting with, um, I will be using what happened in the year 2020 in Nigeria. I will try to explain my view on what happened. I believe COVID started December 2019. So we began to feel the effect 2020. And what are the effects of this? Basically, many people began to lose their job. Many people lost their job. Companies closed down. It was a time of financial hardship in Nigeria at this time. Okay, so now, what is the role of the church? What is the role of the religious bodies in this? Okay, not only the churches, some also mosques, Islamic organizations also contributed. Okay, so basically, we'll be examining the roles of the religion in this. Now, at this particular time, at this particular time, um, as people were losing jobs, you know, there are certain actions that the church took. There is a particular church at this time, while people were losing jobs in mass, they started giving people jobs. And how did this happen? They built 10,000 churches, at least 10,000 churches in the year 2020. And building 10,000 churches, that's they employed at least 12,000 pastors. The pastors are Nigerian, of course. So what were losing job, they were giving people employment. 12,000, it's a really high number at a time where people were losing jobs daily. Not only did that happen, that is the direct job. Also, in terms of indirect jobs, they also give people a lot of indirect jobs because those buildings, they are very, very good buildings in that those buildings, they cost within the range of 14 million to 32 million Nigerian naira. So each building now, at least there are electricians that supplied electric works, cables and stuff like that for the building. There are bricklayers that it gave jobs. There are a lot of people, a lot of maybe craftsmen, artisans that worked on those churches. At that time that people really needed money to cater for their families, the church came through for a lot of people at this time. So for me, this is amazing. This is amazing, and I think the church is having a positive impact on the Nigerian economy. They are showing the way. Okay, they are showing the way. Okay, so Nigeria. Let me just divide Nigeria into the urban and the rural area. Okay, so in the urban area, let's just say average. Sometimes you can have light maybe 8 hours in a day, 8 hours out of 24 hours. In some areas they have more, some areas have 10 hours, some have 12, and some have as low as 5 hours. And in the rural areas, there are some rural areas where there is no electricity supply at all. There are no wires connecting electricity to those areas at all, no electric cables at all. And also, while some areas in the urban area have access to water, many places in Nigeria still lack access to clean water. You see, so in this area, how did a church also step in? You see, so there are cities in Nigeria. There are church cities. It is a city that is bought by the church, a whole city. For instance, the redemption city is 400 kilometers squared. 400 kilometers squared. You know, 400 kilometers squared is bigger than Opole city in Poland. You see, it's bigger than some cities. 400 kilometers squared is actually big. And so in this city, not only this, there are other church cities too in Nigeria, but in these church cities, we also have Canaan land. Okay, so in these church cities, they do not, since inception, since the churches started, they've never experienced power outage, they've never taken light, they've never experienced a water shortage, and they always have access to clean water. You see, so this is the only place in Nigeria where you have this. So in essence, they are trying to tell the government that if they are very prudent in managing resources, Nigeria can also have uninterrupted power supply and access to clean water 24/7. You see, so this is what the church is also doing. Okay, like I also said, I also know about Abiba Foundation. They also try to help, juveniles, prison inmates, orphans, and also to make sure that they also play their part in order to make the economy work. They also try to give scholarships, to orphans and stuff like that. So religion is holding economy in Nigeria. They have a huge impact, positive impact on economy in Nigeria. Okay, so and also research drives the economy of a country. Research is very, very important. And in Nigeria today, the church universities are leading in Nigeria. This is for the 2025 university ranking. Covenant is number 1. It's a missionary university. Number 3 is a landmark university. It's a missionary university. And Covenant has the highest percentage of research output, amongst all the universities in Nigeria. And so, as they are carrying out successful research, it means the university will benefit from it, the individual will benefit from it, and the products will be used by the country, by Nigeria, and also across the globe. So it means even in Nigeria, they are creating jobs. As research are coming out, it is creating jobs for people in the nation. And like I said, higher percentage of research output is the highest percentage of research output is by the church universities. Okay, so the religion has a higher they are really participating greatly in building the economy of the country. And this is also similar to what happened in countries like maybe America, for instance. Pastor John Harvard is the benefactor of Harvard University. Harvard is all about research. Harvard is started out as a missionary institution. So basically in Nigerian situation, religion helps the Nigerian economy positively a whole lot. Thank you very much.